everyone and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm gonna make a chocolate cake with a chocolate and coffee buttercream. The cake itself is very moist and delicious, and also the buttercream was very simple and it's super delicious with the cake. As usual, all the ingredients and the measurements will be listed down below the video in the description box. Don't forget to follow me on social media and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now let's start. First, I'm going to prepare and set aside the dry ingredients. So I have here some all-purpose flour, and I have also some baking powder, baking soda, and some salt. So I'm going to add them to my all-purpose flour. I'm also going to add some cocoa powder. And all I have to do is to mix all these ingredients together until they are well combined. Now just set them aside. And let's move on to the wet ingredients. So I have a bowl here. I added to it 2 eggs along with some white sugar. And I'm gonna start whisking these two together very well until the mixture starts to be pale in color. This may take a few minutes, maybe 5 to 6 minutes, so just stick with it. That's looking good. Now I'm gonna add some vegetable oil and continue whisking until everything's well combined. So that's perfect. Don't forget to add some vanilla extract. Now finally I'm gonna add some yogurt. That's plain yogurt. That's gonna make our cakes very moist and delicious. So after everything is well combined, I'm gonna add the dry ingredients. But first I'm gonna sift it so that I don't have any lumps in my batter. Now continue to mix everything together until you have a nice and smooth batter. And your cake batter is ready. Now to bake this cake, I'm gonna use this silicone mold. It has 4 pieces and you can make with them the shape that you like. You can do a circle, a heart, a square. For example, here I'm doing the size that I'm gonna bake the cake with. It's about 6 inches, but you can do a bigger one by adding the 4th piece, just like that. And you have a bigger mold. Also, you can do a square one by just adjusting the angles to a 90 degree. Also, you can do a heart. And here I made 2 round molds using the 2 pieces of silicone. You can even make 2 rounds using just 1 piece. And this silicone mold was a gift from Banggood Society. It's a website. They also sent me this silicone mat. I used it in a previous video. They also sent this ring that I can use for cold desserts. It's a mousse ring. I also got this mooncake mold. It has different cute shapes. I really like it, and it's really good quality. You put the dough in and you press and you got the shape that you like. I also got these good quality pastry bags and tips, and I used them in this video. And one thing I want to mention, that if you like to buy any of these products, I'm gonna put the links down below the video in the description box. So you just click the link and it takes you directly to the website. And now let's move back to the cake. I have the mold here and I'm just brushing the edges with some vegetable oil. I also lined the tray with a piece of parchment paper so that my cake doesn't stick. And you want to pour the batter in. And at this point, make sure that your oven is preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 180 Celsius. I baked my cake for about 40 minutes. After it's out of the oven, let it cool a bit. And then you can easily remove the mold, as you can see here. Let it cool completely at room temperature. Meanwhile, I'm gonna make the buttercream. So I have here some soft butter. It's at room temperature. I'm gonna cream it very well in my bowl so that it's light and fluffy and very pale in color. After that, I'm gonna add some powdered sugar. Of course, I'm gonna sift it first so that I get rid of any lumps. I'm gonna do the same thing with my cocoa powder. I'm gonna sift it. I'm also gonna add a little bit of some instant coffee and sift everything together. Now first I'm gonna start mixing slightly with a spatula, otherwise I'm gonna have powdered sugar and cocoa powder all over my face. After that I'm gonna use the whisk, the electric whisk. I'm gonna whisk everything together very well until everything is well combined. I'm also gonna add a little bit of milk at a time so that the buttercream is smooth. Don't add too much, otherwise the buttercream will be very soft and liquidy. So continue in whisking until you have a buttercream that is very fluffy and light in color and soft, that looks like that, and you are ready to use it. Here I'm just splitting my cake in half, actually in 2 layers, and make sure that the 2 layers have the same thickness. Here I'm just piping half the amount of the buttercream in the middle or as a first layer. Cover it with the second part of the cake. Now I'm gonna cover the top of the cake with more buttercream and spread it evenly so that it's covered. And now to garnish, you can use whatever fruits you like. You can use raspberries, strawberries, bananas, kiwis. You can also use some pistachios, nuts, almonds, whatever you like. I garnished mine with some crushed pistachios. I sprinkled them on the sides. And your cake is ready to be served. Of course, I'm gonna cut into it to show you how it looks from the inside. And as I cut into it, you can see that it's very soft and moist. The cake itself was very delicious, very moist, very tender. The buttercream with the coffee flavor and the chocolate flavor gave the cake a very delicious taste. It was really good and delicious. I really hope that you give it a try. Take a photo and send it to me through Facebook or Instagram. I really like to see what you make in your kitchen. So that was it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!